Hello friends, welcome to Karma Tech. In this video, I'm going to tell you 9 Mac keyboard shortcuts which you should definitely know if you are a beginner. And the shortcuts which I'm going to tell you, these keyboard shortcuts will help you in your day-to-day usage. So without wasting any time, we are going to start the video. But before that, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's start with the first keyboard shortcut, and that is related to Spotlight search. Now, for example, if you want to search for any particular application which you want to open, all we do is we go to Launchpad and we look for that application. Another thing is if you want to search for any particular file, folder, document, photo, video, or any setting related to your Mac, you can use Spotlight search. Now, the shortcut to activate Spotlight search is just simply press Command plus space bar on your keyboard and Spotlight search will be activated. Now, let's say if I want to search for Notes application, I will simply type Notes over there and it will show me the app. Another thing is, suppose I want to change any particular setting in my Mac. If I want to turn on Bluetooth, I'm going to search for Bluetooth in Spotlight search and it will give me that setting option. Now, again, if you want to search for any particular file, as you can see, files folder is present on the desktop. So if I want to search for that particular folder, I'm going to type files over here and it will show me that desktop folder. Another thing is, if I want to search for any photo over here which is present in my Mac, I'm going to type that name, and if I go down, you can see it is displaying me that Aston Martin photo which is already present in my Mac. So yeah, you can basically use Spotlight search for searching settings or any particular file, folder, or app in your Mac. Again, if you want to close Spotlight search, press Command plus space bar and it will be gone. Now, the next shortcut is related to quitting applications. Now, if you're using a Mac, obviously you're going to use multiple applications at the same time. For example, as you can see, I have opened Google Chrome and Safari browser over here. If I want to close any particular application, I'm not going to go and select this cross icon over here. What it will do is it will just close that particular window. But if you look on the dock over here, under Safari browser, you can see black dot is still visible, which means the application is still running in the background. And if I open or if I tap on that app, it will open up. So what to do if you want to close application completely? Now, the option to quit the application is go and select that application name on menu and then select quit option. But the shortcut for that is you can press Command plus Q on your keyboard and that application will be closed completely. Now, if I go on dock, you can see black dot is not visible anymore on Safari. Similarly, if I want to close Google Chrome, I'm going to press Command plus Q to close it completely. And now you can see black dot is gone. So this is the shortcut to quit any application you are using. Now, the next shortcut is related to copy and paste. Now, for example, if you want to copy any particular file or folder and if you want to paste it to any other folder or destination, all you have to do is just simply go in that particular folder, select the files which you want to copy. Once you select the files, press Command plus C to copy and go to the destination where you want to paste it. For example, I want to paste it on my desktop. Press Command plus V to paste the file. Now you can see I have copied three files or photos over here and I have pasted it on my desktop. So this was for copy and paste. Now what if you want to copy the files from one folder and move it to another folder? So again, the copy shortcut will be same. I have selected the files. I am going to press Command plus C on my keyboard. These three files are copied. Now suppose if I want to move it to files folder. So this time all you have to do is you have to press Option plus Command plus V. The three files which I have selected is now moved to this files folder. So yeah, Option plus Command plus V is the shortcut for moving the selected files. Now the next shortcut which I am going to tell you is for browser. Suppose if you're using any particular browser, if I open iCloud for now, this is one single tab, and if you want to add another tab in that browser, you can go and select this plus icon. It will add a new page or tab. But instead of going and selecting this plus icon, you can use shortcut, and the shortcut to add a new page or tab in your browser is you can press Command plus T, and now you can see we have successfully added a new tab or page. Again, if you want to add a new page, press Command plus T to add it. Now this was for adding a new tab or page in browser. What if you want to close any particular page or tab on that browser? Just simply go and select that page or tab, and this time press Command plus W and that tab will be closed. Similarly, if I want to close this iCloud page, I'm going to select that page and I'm going to press Command plus W, and again that page will be gone. So yeah, Command plus T is the shortcut to add a new tab and Command plus W is the shortcut to close that particular tab. Now the next shortcut is for getting information for any particular file or folder which you have selected. For example, if I go in Finder, if I go in Downloads, if I just simply select this wallpaper folder, and after that if I press Command plus I on my keyboard, it will give a pop-up screen like this, and it will show the size of that particular folder. It will show me the location where it is, and it will also show me the date when it was created. So basically, if you want to get information of any file or folder, you can just simply go and select that particular file and press Command plus I to get the information. Again, if you want to close this window or tab, press Command plus I and it will be closed. Now the next shortcut is, for example, if you want to delete any particular file or folder from your Mac, what we usually do is we go and select that file. We tap with 2 fingers on trackpad, or we right click if you are using a mouse. And once you do that, you get this option. Now if I select move to trash, it will delete that image or that selected file from Mac, and it will add it in trash over here. But instead of doing that, you can use shortcut, and that is select the file which you want to delete. Once you have selected the file, press Command and then delete button on your keyboard, and that file will be deleted. So yeah, Command plus delete is the shortcut to delete any particular selected file or folder. So the next shortcut which I'm going to tell you is related to Emoji Tab. So if you love using emojis, then the shortcut to activate emoji window is you can press Control plus Command plus Space bar, and it will activate emoji window. So over here you can check out multiple emojis. You have different categories over here. You can toggle between them, and whichever emoji you want to use, you can just simply tap on that and that emoji will be added. So yeah, Control Command plus Space bar is the shortcut to open emoji window. Now you can do one more thing over here. If you don't want to use this shortcut to enable Emoji Tab, then all you can do is you can assign this function key, or the key which has globe icon. You can assign emoji function over there. Now to do that, all you have to do is just go to System Settings, which is present in Dock. Go down and look for Keyboard option. Select Keyboard and search for this Press Globe Key 2. And if you get that option, select this drop down and select Show Emoji and Symbols. And later on, if I press function key or globe key, it will activate that emoji tab or emoji window. So yeah, you can also use function key for emojis. So the next thing is, if you are using multiple applications at the same time, as you all can see, I have opened App Store, Safari and Chrome. If you want to switch between application, you don't have to go and select this F3 as it is going to display all the applications which are running in the background. Instead of that, all you can do is you can press Command plus Tab to switch between application. Now currently you can see I'm switching between Safari and Google Chrome. If I want to go to App Store, I'm going to press and hold Command, and later on I'm going to press Tab once, and I'm going to press it once again until I stop on App Store, and I'm going to leave the command option. Now you can see it has taken me to App Store. So similarly, you can use this Command plus Tab shortcut to switch between application. Now the next shortcut is also related to browser, and that is if you want to minimize any window, what we usually do is we go and select this minus icon and it minimizes the window. But instead of that, you can select the shortcut, and that is if you press Command plus M, it will minimize the window. Now currently we are on App Store. If I want to minimize App Store, I'm going to press Command plus M and it will minimize it. Later on, if you want to open it, go and select that application on dock. I would like to add one more shortcut over here, and that is if you don't want to minimize the window, instead of that, if you want to hide the window, then you can use shortcut Command plus H to hide that. Now currently you can see I'm on Safari browser. If I want to hide it, I'm going to press Command plus H and it will hide that window. Let's use it once again. If I want to hide App Store, Command plus H and it is hidden. Now this time you don't have to go and select that application manually in dock. Instead of that, you can again use a shortcut Command plus Tab to go any particular app which you want. Now you can see I have just used Command and Tab to go to Google Chrome. So yeah, if you don't want to minimize it, you can hide it with Command plus H. So that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you.